Hey everybody, it's Crazy Bean Carol. How you doing? I finally solved this thing. So I have made a video about this puzzle before. This is called the LanLan 3x3 Diamond, and basically how it works is it is a dodecahedron that turns along this axis. They turn along these like triangular shaped things. They're more of like half a diamond, a pyramid type thing, but they turn along all of those things, and yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory how it works, but for some reason I found it really hard to solve. I mentioned this puzzle in my video titled Puzzles I Cannot Figure Out How to Solve, but just recently I figured out how to do it. When I originally got this puzzle, I tried solving it on my own and couldn't really figure it out because I had trouble sort of understanding how the puzzle works, and I couldn't see how it was similar to a 3x3 at all. So then I looked up a tutorial on how to solve this, and I did find a couple, but they were pretty bad. They were either too long, too repetitive, or just boring in general. I'm a pretty impatient person, so I like when people get right to the point with tutorials and stuff. So I kind of just gave up after a while and didn't touch it for quite some time, but I picked it up recently and learned how to solve it. I did mention this before, but this basically is quite similar to a 3x3, but there is a sort of parity that you can get. Basically, the way I learned how to do it is you orient sort of these corners so that they're in the right position, so that these triangle, the colors all match up, and then you get in these sort of diamond-shaped pieces, and then you get in these corner pieces. They are equivalent to corners on a 3x3, and then you solve the last layer. So I am going to do a walkthrough solve of this puzzle. You really shouldn't use this as a tutorial because I'm not showing all the cases you can get. I'm just going to solve it once. The quality of this puzzle is really good. The turning is super smooth. None of the stickers have peeled off. And the only sort of strange thing about this puzzle is that there's this random white speck right there, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, that looks pretty scrambled to me. So the first thing I'm going to do is just find one of these triangular things. I personally like using this one, but it really doesn't matter. Then I'm going to rotate it so that all of these colors match up. So as you can see, these two whites match up, these two blues match up, these two oranges match up, and these two greens match up. Now we're going to try to get these sort of center pieces in the correct place. This one is already done for me. Okay, now I have gotten all the centers in, and this is essentially a cross. Now I'm going to get these corner pieces in. Also, one thing you want to check for when you're doing the corners is that these triangles along the sort of middle layer all match up as well. So I found the corner that goes in here, and then I'm just going to put it in. Okay, so now I have gotten all the corners done. Now I'm going to put in these other pieces that are basically edge pieces. By the way, to solve these two layers, I'm just using beginner's method. Okay, and there we go. I have gotten all the edges in, so now I just need to solve this top layer. So to solve this top layer, I'm just going to rotate it so that the colors match up again. So these greens match up, these whites, these blues, and these oranges. So now I'm going to look for either one of these big pieces that are in the correct place, or either none of them are in the correct place. So as you can see, none of them are in the correct place, which is good. That means I didn't get parity. Parity is when two of the big pieces are in the correct place, and that means you have to switch one of them with one of the bigger pieces you did earlier on. But luckily I didn't get parity, so now all I have to do is put the big pieces in the correct places. So I'm just going to use a quick algorithm for that. Okay, so I've just done the algorithm, and now we have to orient these corner pieces. So basically I have to do another algorithm for that. Okay, so now I've gotten one corner in the correct place, so I'm just gonna solve that one. So now that that one is solved, I can cycle these. Okay, so I accidentally messed up and I fixed this corner instead. but now we hold it at the bottom right and then do another algorithm to orient these 3 corners. Okay, so now all of the corners are in the same place, but they're not permuted properly. So now I just need to use R prime D prime RD to permute all of them. Okay, and there we go, we have solved the puzzle. That actually took me quite some time, but I feel like with practice, I'll be able to do it quicker. So yeah, overall, this is actually quite an enjoyable puzzle. I didn't like it at first because it was so confusing and I just never ended up touching it. But now that I actually learned how to solve it, I would definitely recommend it. If you do want to buy it, I'll leave a link in the description box. So yeah, if you guys do anything differently, maybe you do a quicker method or something that's much easier, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time on Crazy Even Carol. Bye!